Hi everyone, it's Gemma. So today's video is going to be recorded on a webcam. Possibly this could be the one I upload because my boyfriend left his laptop around here and I thought, well, it's kind of a lot easier than my computer, so I can kind of directly upload it really quickly and get this on straight away without having to like video it on my phone and then kind of like edit it up and upload it and things like that. So I think I might go with this, even though the quality is atrocious. It's really bad. I kind of look a bit like a blur and kind of like a bit pale as well. But today's video is going to be more about the content than the quality. It's going to be basically announcing kind of an idea I've had, which is going to be a self-esteem series, which is going to be like an ongoing project where I'm going to do various videos and kind of interact with you guys and answer any questions. So this particular video is going to kind of be the introduction and kind of explain, not really go into my story so much because I've kind of left that in the past now, but basically just kind of go into where I'm at now, how I've gained a lot more confidence, and just kind of give all you guys out there who are still struggling with those self-esteem issues just some hope and just some proof that you can get through those dark times and you can go from someone with no confidence to a load of confidence. Now, of course, like, I don't have amazing confidence. I mean, I have pretty good confidence now, I would say. But obviously, you know, you still get those days where you don't feel very happy with how you look or the person you are, or you still get those days where you compare yourself to other people. And I mean, you know, it takes a very special person to be 100% confident with who they are and everything they are and all of their flaws and everything. So, I mean, we can't create miracles here, but what we can do is get to a place where we are content with ourselves, happy with who we are, and embracing the bodies that we have been given, and just sort of focusing on being a good person in the soul, and yeah, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm interested and excited to do this project because I feel like, I don't know, not that I'm being a bit selfish at the moment, but because I almost feel like, well, I've got past my problems, you know, I'm kind of like shutting the door on it. I thought, well, why do that? Why not embrace the experience that I've been through and help other people through it? Because, you know, okay, yeah, it's good to kind of like close a chapter if it's caused you a lot of pain and things, and, you know, obviously you don't want to bring that up, you don't want to kind of like dwell on it. But I think it will help other people, so that's what I want to do at the end of the day. So I just kind of wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about the other evening, just randomly. I was just thinking, like, my fringe is really annoying me. I wasn't thinking that. But I was thinking, like, with certain foods, isn't it weird that it's the same taste, but people taste it differently? Like, so there's a dish that I'll absolutely love and be like, oh, this is amazing. And then someone else I know, like a friend or a relative, will be like, oh, I know, it's disgusting, like, how can you like that? Or like, I'll taste something and I'll be like, it doesn't really taste of anything, and someone else will be like, what, are you kidding me? Like, it's so ridiculously like spicy or something. And that just made me think, well, it's kind of like people. I mean, this is the same, but other people view it differently. So, like, say for instance, there's someone that someone could think is so attractive, and then another person will think, actually, like, they don't really do anything for me. And I think that's kind of the approach that you have to take when you're kind of thinking of yourself, because, I mean, a lot of the time our goal is to be attractive to people, you know, because we want, I mean, it's just human nature to attract someone and then form a bond and get married, have babies. Like, it's just kind of like life. Obviously not everyone follows that route, but that's kind of like the typical route that people go down and feel that they need to go down. So we want to be attractive, we want to feel attractive, it's just human nature. I mean, some people don't really care about it, you know, some people really aren't that fussed, but most of us are concerned about our image, and especially these days, you know, when we're just constantly like shown these celebrities using waist trainers, going on diets, drinking these certain like drinks, and like just all of these things basically, and getting fat injected into their asses and stuff like that. What am I saying? I've forgotten the tangent I'm on now. Yes, basically, yes. So we're wanting to be attracted to other people, But what you've got to think is, no matter how hard you try to alter your appearance or how hard you try, there will always be a person who doesn't find you attractive. Not because you necessarily aren't attractive, but because they just don't find you attractive. And I think that's something I've kind of learned as I've matured and got older, that there are going to be people who have unkind things to say about you, but at the same time, it doesn't define who you are, it defines who they are. And if they're the sorts of people that pick out these negative things about you, then that kind of says a lot about them rather than you. And I mean, I've kind of just got accepted the fact that not everyone is going to think I'm stunning, not everyone's going to think I'm beautiful. But what is important is that my boyfriend thinks I'm beautiful, my family thinks I'm beautiful, and the people that count. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I know it's a bit hypocritical of me to say, because, you know, I do post pictures and stuff like that, and people could say, well, why do you post those pictures if you don't care what other people think? Of course I care what other people think, but it's kind of like prioritising things. And obviously I want to feel beautiful to as many people as possible, but I've kind of accepted the fact that that's actually not the case, and, you know, people are going to have different opinions. So what I'm trying to say is, what someone's idea of beauty is completely different to someone else's. So even if you feel so ugly, so unaccepted by people, there is someone definitely out there who does think you're beautiful. And I just want to emphasize the fact that not what you may think is the standard idea of beauty is not the same for everyone else. I thought it was quite interesting where there was this thing that came out where they sent this like original picture of this lady to loads of different countries, and they said, right, Photoshop this image into what you think is perfect. And all of them were different. Literally all of them were crazily different. And it kind of made me think, well, actually, if they think that, like, you know, curvy and like short is you know, perfect, then, you know, that's pretty damn good, isn't it? You know, or, you know, massively tall and really slim. Everyone fits the bill of these different things. So I thought, well, that's kind of good, isn't it? It kind of shows that not everyone needs to be, you know, really slim, have big boobs, big bum, really long hair, small nose, perfect like face, big eyes, big lashes. That isn't actually perfect. That's just what I kind of view perfect as. And I've come to the realisation that there is no such thing as perfect, because everyone's idea of it is different. There is no way that there can be an actual perfect, and every single person has flaws. And I've kind of just come to the realisation that, you know, I'm not going to look like a model in the magazine. I just don't have that look. I've just kind of got to embrace the look that I do have, which is me. And to someone, this look is going to be what they're attracted to and what they think, wow. So that's just kind of what you have to cling on to. And I know it's not easy for everyone. There are some people who sit there and think, oh, it's so easy coming from you, you know, blah blah blah. But I have kind of gone through a journey with my looks. I mean, I've kind of gotten to a stage now where I am more comfortable with who I am and how I look. But there was a point where I had no attention. I mean, I've always had attention, but I've kind of always gone looking for it in the wrong places. Like, I was very much into some like social media sites where I didn't know people. I was kind of very, like, looking back, I kind of realise now how bad I was. Like, I didn't really, you know, I would talk to guys I didn't know. It was a very low self-esteem stage, and I just wasn't who I was. Like, I was very vulnerable, and I mean, I feel like I changed in appearance quite a bit. I feel like always in school, you know, I would compare myself to the popular girls who looked like amazing and had all the boys and everything, and I'd kind of wished I was like that. But then I realised as you get older, you realise how much things change, and like how much, yeah, just everything, like all those people have changed, I've changed, and you know, okay, that doesn't happen for everyone, but I think you do change in a lot of respects, not just outer, you know, you change as a person. What I went through made me learn a lot of things, and okay, there are so many more things that other people have that I wish I had because of what I went through. But at the same time, I don't feel they have my heart. I don't feel like they have the soul that I have. And okay, yeah, I may have terrible grades, I may not be going to uni, I may be stuck in a retail job, but I'm blessed with the fact that I would never treat anyone the way that they treated me, and I think that that's such a big thing, and I think that's something that I've got to be proud of, and hopefully, you never know, it might benefit me in the future. And yeah, I am bitter, I am resentful that I'm not some girl who's got A grades on her CV and is studying law at uni. Like, I wish that was me. You know, I really do wish that I almost felt like I have something to give and something to live for and something to be proud of. A lot of that I feel has been taken away from me because of what I've been through, and, you know, how horrible secondary school was for me, and it came at the time when these things were happening. But I feel like there is some hope. You know, I haven't lost everything. I have so much to be proud of, and what I'm trying to say is, you may feel like these certain circumstances have lowered you down, but at the same time they haven't. You've got to focus on what you do have and what you've gained from it. That can be very difficult, especially if you're depressed. Luckily, I'm out of the depressive stage. I have been for a while now, so I'm able to see things in clarity and be able to see things for what they are. But when you are depressed, you can't choose happiness. It controls your life and stops you. And no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone tells you, that you choose how you feel, and your mind, you know, is very powerful, and you can control what you feel. You can't with depression. You cannot. And until you have experienced true depression in the sense, not just being down, you will never understand that. And that's something I just kind of wanted to put out there, because I know that is such a big thing. But as I was saying, you know, what I feel is true beauty, and what to focus on is how I feel that I felt better is by being a good person. And that's not just being like preachy and like sunshine and rainbows. It's just generally true that, like, it's genuinely true that if you treat people well, you will get treated well in return. And that's just not the reason to do it, but it's just, I get happiness from making other people feel happy, picking out the good things in them, commenting on a photo and saying, wow, I really like your hair, or wow, your makeup is amazing. That gives me pleasure, and the fact that I'm making someone else's day means I'm doing good. And I just feel like that's what life is all about. It's about spreading happiness, loving people, and just making them feel loved, because I know what it's like to feel the opposite, and I'd never want to put anyone through that. And I know everyone has got their problems in their life and their struggles, and I feel like if one comment is made, it can make so much difference. And I kind of wish that I'd had that when I was going through my bad time. In a way, I don't know, but yeah, so that's why I do it, and I just feel like it's really good. Like, as I've grown older, I've kind of done something weird, which is like looking at individual people and just like picking out something that's like really amazing about them. Just like literally, I'll just watch people as they walk past and think, oh my god, everyone looks different, but they all got like a certain quality that sort of makes them stand out in this who they are. And I'll just think, wow, that girl that has an amazing bone structure. Like, and I just think, like, it's not always the typical beauty that is beautiful. It is just like, I'll see some really unique faces and think, wow, like, she could be a model. Like, she's just, yeah. And it's just, I just feel like that is the way forward, and the way that you're going to be happy is also if you make other people happy. But at the end of the day, it is about being comfortable in yourself. Once you accept yourself, other people will accept you. But if you're your own worst enemy, you're not going to get anywhere. So it starts with self-love, and it's about focusing on what you do like about yourself. And there is definitely something, even if it's a personality trait, is to focus on that very good thing and make that stand out, and let that be who you are, and then other people will see that. So sorry this video has been so long, but I do find with these videos I do need to go into depth and detail, otherwise I just feel like it's just too rushed, too, you know. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm sorry the quality is really bad. I tried to find my video camera and it failed, so I'm sure I will find it, and if not, I'll try and use my phone or something. But I do want to make these videos a lot better quality and really focus on, you know, making this channel good. So thank you very much again for watching, guys, and please leave any questions you have for my self-esteem series, and then I'll answer those in my next upcoming videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.